Alright, welcome. This video is going to be like a day in the life. So it's kind of going to be like a vlog, I guess you could call it. But basically just going to be showing you guys my daily routine. What I do on a day-to-day basis. Basically just my process for how I manage all of self-improvement, becoming a professional athlete, and building my business all at once. So right now I started a new morning routine. So we're coming back from a quick 10-minute walk as part of that new morning routine. And then we're gonna go back to the apartment, and I got some videos to make, some recording to do, and then I have a script I'm finishing up. So we're gonna go back, do that. And then once we get back to the house, we're gonna have a little training session. So see you guys in a little bit for that. All right, and we are back. So here's the setup. Got the recording set up. About to record a quick video. So the first one I'm doing today is having a fit body is your birthright. That'll be a sick vid. Everyone should play sports. What's the point in reading books? And the power of fruit. Overcoming limiting beliefs, a practical guide. All of these are finished scripts that I am waiting to record, and today I'm probably going to get through like 2 or 3 of these. And then I have to finish writing the script for my sexual transmutation video. I'm currently making another sexual transmutation video. It's going to be basically it's semen retention, healthy sexuality, and self-improvement. So basically how to actually have a healthy relationship with your sexual energy, and what to really do with sexual energy when you're on self-improvement, instead of just suppressing it, thinking it's bad. So that video is going to be really, really good. It's very practical if you make it to the end of the video. So that one will be pretty fire once it comes out. I'm excited for that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm finishing up recording a couple of videos, and then I'm going to be writing out that whole script. So yeah, it's been a weird couple of weeks. I've been off my routine, just kind of like scrambling around, trying to pull things together. I have a bunch of projects I'm working on all at once, so it's been hectic, but we are pulling together, we're pulling through, and I'm starting out this new routine. So basically gonna be implementing this routine. I think this is a solid one that I have, and the one that I'm running right now, I think this is a good one. So we're gonna run that for a while, maybe 3 to 6 months, and then see where we're at from there. But the main thing is right now I'm gonna focus on my business and my YouTube and keeping that going, but also going to focus on trying to complete more of the actual paid products and some of those projects as well. For example, I need to make the dopamine detox course for the Academy of Self-Mastery. I need to make my ebooks. I'm going to start writing a few more ebooks, so I got to finish the first one and get that out. And then I'm also starting with e-com so that I can kind of take my time with YouTube, try and get some revenue going with e-commerce so that I can focus on YouTube being a long-term thing. And it'll be cool to document my journey of becoming a millionaire in a different business model. And then, documentation of that journey being what makes me a millionaire on YouTube. So that's kind of where my plan is at right now. And of course I'm still locked in with snowboarding. I gotta keep training, I gotta get my fitness up, and I'm working on a couple of things. I've been connecting with a coach that I'm looking to start work with in a year or so everything's kind of coming together. But this routine is what's going to help me to dial in what I need to get done, dial in the actual work that I need to be doing in order to make sure that I'm moving in that direction. So I'm gonna get to work, and then I will check in with you guys right before we go train. Peace. All right, well, that is the first part of my workday done. I can't officially say my workday is done at 8 a.m., but with this business model, if I was choosing to be maintenance, if I was choosing to maintain, yeah, this would be my entire workday basically. 8 a.m., maybe push it to like 10 a.m. and I got like, you know, do that like 3 or 4 days a week, and that's my work week right there. But obviously we're not in maintenance. We're pushing. We're trying to make it all the way. So what does that look like? That looks like, you know, I have an extremely productive morning so that I can finish one work day in a couple hours, my first couple hours. But then what happens is I also have to go home and I have to have time to train like an athlete as well, right? I have to have an entire work day as an athlete. I also have business work that I have to do for my not my content brand, my ecom brand. Technically my content brand would be my personal brand, but I don't know what a content brand is. So basically for my ecom brand, and then you know, this is the work for my personal brand. So today I don't have as much going on. I recorded a 22-minute video, not bad. And then I did some writing for my new script. I'm gonna go home and work on that some while I'm relaxing, like after I do my training and stuff. And then I'm trying a new AI software. I'm gonna see if I can start doing like the AI employees and see if that can start to help manage and run some of these stuff with my ecom brand. So, you know, there's a lot that I'm doing actively, and that's why my routine has to look the way it does, in order to optimize for and make sure that there's time for everything. Another thing is I'm taking a course as a certified personal trainer. You know, it seems like random, but all of these are pieces to one whole. All these fit together in such a way that is going to get me to where I want to go. So there's a lot of different pieces, different factors, but by engaging in and focusing on this work, by engaging in and making sure that I actually get done all of this work that I need to get done, I am becoming the person that I need to be in order to be successful in the way that I want to be. So it may seem like a lot of work, right? You may be overwhelmed right now by how much you want to do and accomplish and achieve, but the thing is, if you just regulate that and focus that energy onto the process itself, focus that intensity onto each task that you're doing, not trying to get done the whole picture, but each task that you're doing, you'll make it a lot farther, and you'll be able to do this for a lot longer. But I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna show you guys my pre-workout. It's literally just a tablespoon of honey and salt, and then we're gonna hit a workout, and I'm gonna be eating a meal after that because I am hungry. So I'm gonna skip to that, and I'll see you guys there. Peace. All right, so we're back at the house, and we're about to do a tablespoon of honey. I got this from the state fair, lemon honey. It's raw honey, creamed, and mixed with organic lemon juice. They had a bunch of different flavors too. One was elderberry, so on and so forth. And then we do that with a pinch of salt. That's it. That's the pre-workout. So that is what I do. This is what it looks like. Well, pinch of salt. Well, less than that. And wash that down with some water. So technically that's how I break my fast, but we're not gonna have a proper meal until after. So that's the pre-workout. Now I'll go train, and then we'll come back in for a recovery meal and a little bit of breath work, maybe contrast shower. Yeah. All right, so we're all done with that. That is the first workout of the day complete. Did some skills training, did a little bit of body weight stuff. I did some squats, then I was gonna do some push-ups, but my wrist has been killing me lately, so it's hard to sit on it. So I did some wrist strengthening, as you saw, with the ball while doing a couple balance drills, and then I did some more skills training, working on my rails. Obviously, that's what the step is for, and then jumps on the trampoline. Ended off with a little bit of mobility stuff, and then here we are. So we're about to cook up our first meal of the day. I'm gonna make a smoothie if we have frozen fruit. I don't even know if we got frozen fruit right now. If we do, I'm gonna make a smoothie, and I'll show you how I make my smoothie. And then I'm doing some leftovers. I got some beef and rice from yesterday, bison, not beef. But yeah, I'm gonna go get to cooking because I am hungry. All right, so no frozen fruit, which means we're gonna do, let's see, if we have a ripe one. About to do a Sun Gold kiwi with do that with a protein shake, and we're gonna put creatine in the protein shake, and then a little bit of dichotomous earth, which is a new supplement I'm trying out. Alright, we got the protein. This is a really good supplement brand, by the way. This is my mom's protein powder. I'm trying it out, but this is a good supplement brand. These are the same ones we take. So this is the same brand that makes the beef organs that I take. This one's bone and marrow, this one's collagen, and then this one is, oh, this is a different brand, my bad, hold on. Oh, here they are. This one for the grass-fed beef organs. But good supplement brand. Grass-fed, obviously, good source of protein. Got a kiwi. And then here, and get our creatine. Creatine monohydrate. We're getting to be a little in the house for a while. Alright. Solid. And I'm gonna add a little bit of this today, dichotomous earth. I've never tried it before. Pretty sure it's a mineral. But yeah. So apparently for this stuff, it's just 1/8 of a teaspoon. So we're about to get 1/2 of a quarter teaspoon. So it smells weird. Or maybe it's the protein. But yeah, that's the shake. About to blend it up, and then add my kiwi with it while I wait for my beef to cook. Oh, it's thick. All right, we got our kiwi, and then this is the current morning supplement stack. So vitamin D and K2, 10,000 IUs of vitamin D, a binder for the liver support, and also the DE needs a binder for it. Grass-fed beef organ, this one's almost gone. I'm switching over to the ancestral bottle for that. Collagen. Just started taking this one yesterday, but that one's gonna be good. And then bone and marrow for bone health, joint health, and overall function. And yeah, so this is the supplement stack. It's pretty good right now. I'm doing one of these twice a day. So this is the morning, and then middle of the day I do all 3 of these again. And then end of the day I do magnesium, and that's it. But yeah. I got the beef, well, bison and rice going. I'm calling it beef, but bison and rice. It's basmati rice with curry powder, garlic powder, or not garlic powder, garlic herb, and then butter. Bison, some seasonings and stuff. A lot of rice though, not gonna lie. This is quite a bit of rice. Usually it's a lot more meat than rice, but I had a lot more rice left over than I did meat. And it looks like I miscalculated my meal prep, so that's alright. Still gonna be fire, and I need the carbs anyways, so it'll be good. We'll have probably a lighter dinner tonight, so it'll be good. Probably gonna do, I got a steak in here. I'm gonna do steak with a potato and something. Alright, so here's the final product. I'm about to eat and then do a little bit of recovery. Alright, so just got done, did some work, and had a little break time, and now we are going to the gym. I'm going to probably hit up Moe's either before or after the gym, I'm not sure yet. But we are also hitting up the grocery store. I got a couple of things I gotta grab, nothing crazy, but just like some raw butter, need to get some rice. Gonna see if they have bison. They didn't have bison yesterday, but I'm gonna see if they restocked. And then a couple other things, can't remember what exactly, but all covered. We're gonna head out and hit up the gym. I'm not really sure what we're hitting today. I just know I'm gonna focus on doing some pull-ups right off the bat, some rows. So gonna be kind of like a back focused day, posterior chain type of day. I might do some like back and then do the Romanian chair, but yeah. Yep, this is the daily routine. It's simple. It's a vibe. It's a simple lifestyle. It requires discipline, right? Like for some it can seem like a lot, but I mean, you break it down, it's just by removing the things that aren't helping me to get to where I want to go, I have so much space, so much time, so much energy available for the good things in my life that I'm able to take them a lot further, right? And that's kind of the key with this lifestyle. That's really the key to self-improvement in general, is we're basically optimizing our lifestyles to be able to progress as much as possible. And the way we do this is by removing things that hinder that growth and that progress, and optimize our lifestyles to do the simple, basic, but necessary things. And that's what discipline is as well. Discipline is just being able to do the simple things, the boring things, day after day after day, even when it's difficult, right? Even when it's boring, even when, you may want more stimulation, but you have to remember that you're only craving more stimulation because of the fact that you're deprived. And by returning back to the state of presence, you remove that need for that extra stimulation. You become stimulated by exactly what you're doing right now, and that's the beauty of it. But I'm gonna go drive out there. It's unfortunately the closest gym to me is 30 minutes away. So that's the unfortunate reality of living in a small town, but it'll be a cool story when I'm successful. I came from a small town, we didn't even have a gym, and I still made it work, but nah. It's a 30-minute drive to the gym, so I'm gonna head out there. I think I'm gonna hit up Moe's first because it is kind of getting late. It's almost 2, so I'm gonna probably hit up Moe's first and then hit a workout, and then we're gonna go and hit the grocery store before we come home. Probably gonna work a little bit more on some content, and I got my CPT course I'm gonna work on as well. So a couple things we're gonna do when we get back, and then dinner time will be like 6 o'clock. probably. But yeah, I'm gonna head out to the gym, and then I'll probably talk to you guys either while I'm eating, if I got some game to let you know, some facts to spit, or otherwise I'll see you guys at the grocery store. All right, we just finished the gym session, and I decided to skip Moe's. We're just gonna go home and cook dinner. But yeah, so finished the gym session, feeling pretty good, but we just got to pick up a couple things here at Hannaford, and then we're going to head back home. I got a couple of things to finish up for work, and then it's time for the night routine. All right, so we got the beef cooking up. We got the rice done, and it is yellow because I added curry powder, by the way. And then we're about to have that with a glass of juice because none of my fruit is ripe yet. So I was gonna have that papaya, but it's not quite ready. 2 mangoes right there that aren't quite ready. None of my avocados are ready. So we're just doing a glass of juice and then some beef and rice. I technically did have this meal twice in one day, but you know, it was bison earlier, so we're gonna count it. I'm gonna add the soy sauce quick, and then sriracha, a little bit of sesame oil, and that's all we flavor with. So the rice is basically, or beef, the beef is basically done. We're just gonna let it kind of cook over, and then when it cools down a bit more, I add some honey and the sesame oil, that's what it was. Add some honey and then a little bit of sesame oil to flavor. And that's pretty much it. That's the meal. And yeah, so I just got done with a little bit of work. I had to do some studying for my course, and I've been doing some work on my ecom brand, but all of that is coming together real nicely. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. Every day, just waking up, locking in, you know. I'm going to finish cooking up this meal, and then I'm going to put it all together, show you guys the final product, and then I'll do a little outro. But all right, and this is the meal right here. Some beef rice, and then a cup of juice. Very simple, very solid. Macros on this are pretty good. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know I'm getting all the healthy fats, all the protein I need. But anyway, so that is pretty much it. I mean, from here, if it was nice outside, I'd probably go out for like a little walk or play some soccer with my brother. It's raining outside, and my brother's not home, so neither of those are an option. So basically just gonna do a little bit of cardio, maybe a little bit of light boxing or something. Some form of easy, simple, steady state cardio to wind down. Do some yoga, and like stretching and stuff. And then basically just the night routine. Get ready for bed, take a warm shower, you know, blue light blockers on, lights go out, and just do some simple light activities for the rest of the evening. But yeah, and that's it for me. I got up at about 6 today, and it is now 6:50. I'm gonna be going to bed in a couple hours, so you know, about 14, 15, 16 hours up, about 12 hours working. Just got done with dinner, so now we're done for the day, and then a couple hours to wind down, recovery, sleep, you know, everything. So we're optimized for making sure that we have enough time for recovery and actually getting back to a state of optimal performance before we go into these large, deep bouts of deep, intensive work, deep, intensive training. And so you guys saw a lot of that today. And this is, of course, a new routine, so it's a little over the place, but as I dial in this routine, as I lock it in, I'll be able to optimize for deep intensity within my work bouts and my training bouts, and then able to fully relax, fully reset, fully recover in between each of those sessions. So, you know, if you're trying to build your own routine, if you're trying to become successful yourself, this is the fundamental principles of it, is basically have a goal, have a direction you want to move towards, and then optimize your daily flow to be able to do intensive work that will accomplish all of the things that you need to get done, and then also be able to reset, recover, and set yourself up to be able to go deep again the next time. So that is all I have for this video. Any of you guys who want to join the Academy of Self-Mastery, the link is in the description. It's that first link. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. If you guys enjoyed this, if you want to see more content like this, like these specific style videos, let me know in the comments. I'm curious to know what you guys think about these. But yeah, that's all from me, and I'm out of here. Peace.